All right, everyone, the honeymoon phase is over for T-Mobile 5G home internet. They came out with the T-Mobile home internet Lite plan, which really restricted how much data you had, but they had the T-Mobile 5G home internet unlimited, which was truly unlimited. They never throttled your data based off data usage, and people reported terabytes of data a month without a problem. And it's been fantastic. Some of the speeds have been awesome out there, so you can certainly move a lot of data. But as of January 18th, 2024, that is no longer the case. So let me show you the terms. Now, I got to give a credit to a commenter on my channel that put a comment in and just told me about this here today. I went in and dove into the details, and sure enough, I find it in their new terms where it tells you the changes. So this means that everyone new that signs up is going to have to abide by these. Right now, the old people are grandfathered in if you already have a plan before January 18th. So I'll put a link to this so you can read it for yourself, but I'm going to show it and share it on the screen live here as well, and then that way you can see it. All right, so here we are on their website, and now they have this 1.2 terabytes called out in a couple places, but the place where I think it's the most clear is actually the first one, and it says, what speeds and performance can T-Mobile branded broadband internet access services customers expect, and where are these speeds available? And it goes through, obviously your speeds are going to change based off lots of different things. And then they talk about, their hotspot plans, phone plans. They do define things such as a heavy data user. So this is a term that they've used in many times, and they normally penalize them if they are branded a heavy data user. So for most of those people, it's around 50 or 100 gigabytes of data for like their hotspot plans or a phone tethering plan or something like that. And that's where they start to really slow you down. But now the key one here is as of January 18th, 2024, new T-Mobile home internet customers. So the key word here is new, not existing or previous customers, using more than 1.2 terabytes of data in a billing cycle are now listed as heavy data users. So that's pretty disappointing because that was kind of the beauty of the 5G home internet, was that it never had that data cap. You were never treated differently if you use 10 gigs of data or 10 terabytes of data, but now you will be. And so reading in more, what it means, it doesn't mean your data cuts off. So this is not a data cap that all of a sudden forces you to not be able to transmit more data, nor does it actually even guarantee that you'll slow down. What it guarantees is that you are lower priority, which is a little bit funny because a lot of people, including myself for most extent, thought the home internet customers were already the lowest priority. But it turns out that's not the case. If we go into here and read a little bit more about it, they tell you how you can find out about if you're a heavy data user, but then also we get into this streaming optimization. So video streaming, this is another thing that can be concerning if you only deliver SD or standard def quality, which is 2.5 megabits per second, which I think is like 480p, which is not very good. So I don't know if they're actually saying that the home internet surely is not going to be limited to that. That would make no sense at all for people that use this for streaming 4K content or even 1080p content. All right, so then further down in the next paragraph, it tells you a little bit more about the rank order of these priorities. And so it tells you that for most T-Mobile branded customers and Sprint branded plans, they're prioritized before or higher up than the essential plans, and Metro by T-Mobile are Assurance wireless plans. And then mobile internet plans offered after 2020 with 30 gigs or more of data, they are then prioritized next. And you can see this is kind of confusing because then it goes on to say the vast majority of customers on T-Mobile branded, Sprint branded, Metro by T-Mobile branded, Assurance wireless branded plans receive higher priority than mobile wireless customers who are heavy data users on the rate plan. And those are prioritized with our T-Mobile home internet customers. So that seems to be at the bottom, and it goes on to say that in general, T-Mobile home internet customers receive the same network prioritization as mobile wireless heavy data users. So already deprioritized, but now it says as of January 18th, those T-Mobile home internet users that are also heavy data users are going to be prioritized last on the network. So even below the mobile heavy data users is what it means. And also they kind of I think there's a little bit of a stab at some of these customers, because it says because the T-Mobile home internet is supposed to be stationary equipment, that this should not affect people because they're only releasing it in places where they're saying that they have enough network capacity to support you. But I know that there are lots of people that do travel with these or move around with the gateways, and they're saying if you do that and you use a lot of data, we're basically going to put you at the bottom of the barrel, and you might not get any speed. So that is the impact. Now, it does go into, you can read more of this, I'll put links on there, but it goes in there and gives a little bit more details. There's actually lots of pages here, and if you search, the best thing I do is I just search by 1.2, and you can then pull up a couple places where they go into details of this 1.2 terabyte new policy that's out there. So thanks for the tip. I always enjoy when my viewers put tips or questions on my videos. I do read those. I do respond to them. So thanks for doing that. Keep them coming, and let's see what happens next.